The Sixers hot in talks to try and get that #1 pick.
With the third pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Jason Tatum.
Gordon Hayward is going to Boston.
Boston sends out Bradley and a second-round pick for Marcus Morris.
Kyrie Irving going to Boston. Isaiah Thomas going to Cleveland.
You know I got it made. Six if you haterade, I keep it G Gatorade, cause it's game time. So I gotta shine, cause it's game time. Top spot is mine, cause it's game time. Leave it all on the line, cause it's game time. It's game time. Yeah, Block's about to kill it. Listen to my words, man, you know I be the realest. Running on E, still give it.
Welcome back, guys. This is Center Court, episode 3. We're starting a brand new Celtics season, and we are excited to dig into it. On my left over here is Derek, if you remember, the one and only Debo joining us.
What's going on, everybody? My name is
Welcome
Derek. They call me Debo for short. It's good to be back on Center Court with my homegirl Talar. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun
So
time.
we've got a lot to talk about. And first things first, how was your summer?
My summer was great.
It's great?
It was great.
Glad to hear that.
You know, it's always grinding, but it's about the money. It's good. We're here. Everything's good.
All
How
right.
about you? How about you? Good?
It was good.
Nice.
Good.
Nice.
Can't complain.
Of course.
All right,
of course.
so, let's get right into it. We started our Celtics summer with Celtics are going to get the #1 overall pick. Oh, my God, I can't wait. And then they trade it, and all hell breaks loose in Boston because, oh, my God, Markelle Fultz is the next coming of Michael Jordan. Like, it went crazy. And then we drafted Jason Tatum, who I've been watching, and I really like him.
Oh, yeah.
So what are your thoughts on Tatum, and how do you think he'll do this season?
I think Jason Tatum was great. Honestly, Paul Pierce already came through and said that his game reminds him of him at a younger age. So, no, I like Tatum. At first, I was like, I didn't know what Danny was going to do when we traded the pick away, but I didn't know necessarily how Fultz was going to fit into the team with all the guards we have. You know, we had AB, we had Smart, we had IT, we had all these, Rozier. I didn't know where Fultz was going to fit. So when the trade went down, I was happy because I was like, okay, maybe we trade. I didn't know who we were going to get, but I was happy that trade went through. We got Tatum, and now I see the vision with it. And he's going to do well.
Yeah.
He's going to do well.
Yeah. When they drafted him, I saw some Duke highlights. I was like, the kid's good, whatever. And I didn't understand exactly I don't think anyone understood exactly what Danny was thinking at that point. Because you went out and got, eventually you got Gordon Hayward, and you had Jay Crowder at that position. And you just seemed so full of, players. And then, he had some type of plan this summer, or if he didn't, everything fell into place.
It all came together.
And if you watch preseason games, Tatum seems to be getting more comfortable. He can hit the three. He can drive to the basket. He's long.
Oh yeah.
So even though they don't have big guys, this kid has really big wingspan.
Oh, he's lanky. He's lanky. His mid-range game I respect a lot. Yeah. He can play.
I think he's gonna, as the season goes on, he's gonna be really, really good for this team. Some people have said he might start eventually. Maybe. I think it kind of depends on his maturity, where he is, his game is, because for a rookie it takes a while sometimes. Mm-hmm. But he's shown me enough to believe that he could really play for this team.
Oh, yeah.
So we went from Jason Tatum, all the buzz for this rookie. July 1st, 2017 hits, and Gordon Hayward is a free agent, and he meets with 4 teams. He meets with 3 teams, and Miami, Boston, Utah. And you're waiting. No one really knows what's going on. And eventually, after a mess, Gordon Hayward signs in Boston.
I had no doubts.
And so Gordon Hayward goes from playing the slowest pace in the NBA, slowest team, to one of the fastest teams. Oh, what do you, after his first All-Star season, what do you expect out of this guy?
Yo, I had no doubts he was coming here. Brad Stevens was his coach back in college. They almost won a championship together. When that opportunity was there, I'm like, he's coming here. Max money, just a fresh start, new opportunity, better talent. I mean, Utah is Utah, but Boston is Boston. Bigger market, there's more exposure, more opportunity. I knew he was coming. So I'm happy. I think he's going to do well. Another All-Star year. I just think he has the opportunity to score more, be more of a leader, and just to bring some, championship mentality to the team and just a better sense of, everything. It will be good. It will be good.
Yeah, he's a huge upgrade at that spot. They haven't really had a good all-around wing since Paul Pierce left. And I think he has a potential to just really live up to that contract that they signed him this summer.
Absolutely.
He's still finding his way in preseason. If you kind of like see him, he's still trying, because he doesn't have the ball in his hands all the time, so he kind of has to find where he has to be. But as it's gone on, he's looked a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
And so because we got Gordon Hayward, we had to trade AB. AB was one of my favorite Celtics. When they drafted him, I was like, this kid's going to be good. And he was there with Doc Rivers. He was there with all the original big three. And I hated to see the guy go because he was such like a quiet, humble guy. But at the same time, like, you probably weren't going to sign him next summer. Somebody had to go.
Can I talk to y'all quick? Everyone watching, all my Celtics fans, I'll keep it 100%.
Yeah.
This summer pained me. It did. I'm happy now. Like, I have to be. I'm a Celtics fan. We have what we have. We have a great team. But if this summer didn't pain you a little bit inside to see all your boys go, then you're not a real Celtics fan. AB, first team all defense. My man, Pitbull, dog. Trade him to Detroit. Now, I hope that Marcus Morris trade pans out. I think he brings the toughness to the team, but we lost a lot of heart to the team. No matter what. Like, we're still, the Celtics they'll mesh together. It'll take time. But that core, Danny Ainge overhauled the entire core. And it just took a lot for me to get over. You know what I mean?
It was a lot at once.
You know, it's a lot to ask Marcus Smart to step into that role. I think he's ready, but I got to figure out if he can still shoot the three ball at a reasonable percentage. Can he bring that same first team all defense mentality there? It gives opportunity to Rozier to play. I like it, but I love AB.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of going off topic. I
No,
know.
you're good. You're good. See how you feel.
IT, message for you from your boy.
Do it up.
You're my favorite player, okay? You're my favorite player. I'm sorry the way it went down. I wouldn't have done it if I was a GM. I understand why they did it. Was it a necessary upgrade? To me,
Wait.
I love Kyrie. I love IT. I'm calling the hard plays. We have IT. I mean, we have Kyrie. It's my man. But the way it went down with IT, it just hurt me. He played when his sister died. You know what I'm saying? Brought us to Eastern Conference Finals. I just have to show respect to the man, you know.
Yeah,
for all the people that shipped out, Jay Crowder, everyone that left, I love you guys. Thank you for everything you did for Boston. As a fan, I have to look forward now with the new core and then just root for them to make the championship. I'm very excited for the new season nonetheless, but I love you guys. That's
Speaking from the heart
had
right
to,
there.
had to put it out. Had to put it out there.
All right.
You know?
Yeah, no, it was a heck of a summer, and the NBA is a full year-round business. Like,
For
it
real.
just doesn't stop, and I think this summer kind of proved it.
Oh, yeah.
And just when you think the NFL is going to come in, like NFL preseason starts in like August, and you think, all right, everyone's going to switch gears to football till NBA. No, then he goes and trades Isaiah Thomas. It's
for
like
Kyrie
end of
Irving.
August, and he's like, nope, switch your mindset back to basketball.
Exactly.
And so there's a lot to dig in with this trade, but I'll try to keep it simple. Jay Crowder, to me, Crowder was good. I just don't think that with Gordon Hayward, there was a spot for him.
Oh, no.
I don't think defensively he's as amazing as like people make him out to be. Like, he was good. I just
good.
don't think that like in the playoffs he really made any type of difference. He really didn't defensively, you know?
I hear what you're saying.
I think Marcus Smart, to go off topic for a second, Marcus Smart is ready.
Oh, I know. I agree.
From what
I
I've
agree.
seen, he's the one defender I think that they really wanted to keep. Like, AB gets hurt a lot. Let's be real. Crowder, Marcus Smart's so much more ferocious defensively, and he's bigger.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so I think he's ready. So, I mean, I can understand them keeping him.
Yeah, he lost 20 pounds, by the way.
That's commitment
So
to me.
I'm excited to see how he does.
He looks like he's flying around the court.
Oh,
and he looks like he's having so much fun. And
Oh,
he's the heart and soul of this team.
Right now, yes.
He is that emotion. Him and I believe Jaylen Brown, because Jaylen seems ready to kind of
catapult.
Yeah,
and that's
make that step.
With that trade, that's what I do like. I like how the rookies now, and like at least Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, now they have a chance to play. You know, like they're immediately cast into this role. Like last night, there was the lineup that I saw. It was Kyrie, Tatum, Brown, Hayward, and Horford. That's five. Like that small ball five. They can watch out.
Awesome.
Watch out.
It's like
watch out.
awesome. It's so much space on the floor
I'm saying.
that these guys that they just aren't used to playing with that much space. At least Irving and I know Irving is not used to playing with that much space.
I know.
You know, so he can do whatever he wants. He can just go in and out and pass to whatever. In Kyrie, so back to this trade, Kyrie Irving is my favorite player in the NBA.
Oh, wow.
And so when Danny Ainge traded for him, I was like, no, Isaiah. And then I was like, Kyrie's here.
That's everybody.
Favorite. And like his handles are just so out of this world that every time you watch him, it's just like a joy. It's pleasant.
Oh no, Kyrie's a great player.
And there are questions. There are questions about will he pass? Will he this? Will he that? I think Kyrie has proven. Last night, Kyrie Irving had 10 assists, which I think is awesome. It's a great look into what he can do. And I think Brad Stevens' system allows him to spread the floor so much he's going to pass. And he's willing. I think he's excited and he's bought into the system. And I think he's going to get better defensively. He wasn't that bad.
He wasn't. I mean, at the end of the day, if we're talking an upgrade from IT defensively, yes, of course. I mean, that's just the nature of what it is. And I like what Kyrie's been talking about. I don't know if you've heard recently. He's been talking about the city. You know, he was in Waltham a couple of weeks ago. I guess his car had trouble or whatever. And then Waltham people were helping him out near Brandeis. No, Bentley. Sorry.
Because we are nice people.
That's it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You know, it's an upgrade. It's one of the things. Like I love Kyrie. I'm happy he's bleeding green. Absolutely. It's just with IT for me, I love them offensively. Was that upgrade as necessary as we needed it to be? That's all I'm asking. You know, that's all I thought going into it.
Yeah, and that's the question.
The thing. It's like,
but I think the bigger question is, here's a guy who's I think IT's like 29 or close.
True.
He's
No.
close to 30.
True.
He's in a contract year with a bad hip. And he's been talking about, I want the Brinks truck, give me. And I don't know how much of this, the front office probably knew a lot more than we do as to how serious he was with this contract negotiation. You know, so Danny Ainge probably sat down and said, hey, I think we got as much out of that team as we could have.
But we need
Conference Finals. But we need to think future. And when he got Kyrie, he said he fits both timelines. So now he's 25. So he fits what they're doing now, and he fits the Jalen and Jason timeline.
I like that.
So it's very future thinking. And everyone was surprised when this trade happened. I was surprised. I thought Kyrie was going to enter the season in Cleveland. Everything seemed to have died down. In any report I read, no conversations of him going anywhere.
Oh, I know.
You know, I didn't hear anything. So it really came as a huge shock. But this is the guy who traded Paul Pierce. This is the same guy who traded Paul Pierce away. And that dude was here forever.
I know.
So, I mean, we should be surprised, especially after what Isaiah Thomas did, but Danny Ainge is so good at his job because he's very Bill Belichick-like in his job.
Absolutely.
Which is he can separate emotion and business.
Which is, I hear that.
It's so hard to do that, but you look
it's necessary.
It's necessary because Danny Ainge is doing his job. His job is to make the Celtics better. It's not to make Isaiah Thomas a max contract player. It's to make sure the Celtics get to where they have to be, which is NBA Finals, championship level.
I hear that.
And he felt that, Kyrie Irving was under contract for 2 more years. So
which
some
I do
security.
like. Very friendly. And he likes the city, so he might re-sign long term.
I fully expect him to re-sign.
The way he's talking, I would be disappointed if he didn't.
Yeah, but, Gordon Hayward is here for like 3 more seasons after this. Al Horford,
2 or 3 more years.
I think what Kyrie may be most excited about, ball movement, whatever, Al Horford.
I love him, by the way.
And Al Horford is such an underrated Celtic.
Thank you.
Love him so much.
Thank you.
Respect
That's my guy.
that man, please.
Al Horford is my guy.
Listen,
everybody, my friends know. I talk about Al Horford. That's my guy. Best passing big in the league.
Best.
Don't play around.
That guy is going to be so important to this. Like, he is my MVP on this team because he does the little things that you need your big man to do.
Absolutely.
Kyrie had Tristan Thompson back in Cleveland, and he's a rebounding big, but that's all he does.
That's it.
Kyrie has a big guy who can pick and pop and hit a 3-point shot, and he can hit any shot on the floor.
Exactly.
He has this vision. He makes the game easier for everyone around him. How many big guys can do that? Dwight Howard can't do that.
Nope.
Tristan Thompson can't do that.
Nope. They can't shoot free throws either.
DeAndre Jordan can't do that either.
Exactly.
It's so rare and it's so exciting. Like, there was this one passing sequence yesterday during the Charlotte game, which was just in and out and around, and Jason Tatum got a 3 out of it.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to be excited for Jason Tatum's feel for the game, to understand when to pass, when to... And it just, there's so much switching and versatility, and there are no slow big guys on this team. There is no put him down in the post and just let him do anything he wants. It's constant movement and it's constant space.
It's the system.
It's the system. Brad Stevens, I said it when all these trades were done and we saw the roster. Brad Stevens finally has the guys to run his system the way he wants to
do it.
And I bet it was hard to see everyone go, but I think he's really excited
to
crack open all these guys, see what they can do.
At the end of the day, please don't get me wrong. I had an attachment to those guys. I still do. But I'm excited as a Boston Celtics fan for what we have right now because it's a whole different team, whole different, vibe to the team, the city. So I'm excited for the future, and I think we're going to do very well.
Yeah.
Period.
What do you think? How do they seriously challenge Cleveland now?
Woo!
It's a big question. It's been debated a lot. So what are your thoughts?
I'll be 100% because that's what we're here to be. I still think Cleveland has a stronghold on, not stronghold, but they're still the team to beat right now. They added so much throughout the summer. At first I'm thinking, yes, we took Kyrie from them, but they reloaded so quick. They got D Rose for a veterans minimum. They got Jeff Green veterans minimum as a 12th man. They got Dwayne Wade at a veterans minimum. They're 12 deep. They just added to their core. They got IT. They got Jay Crowder. They got Zizic and our pick. So they are very deep now. So I just think, barring health, because, LeBron's ankle's messing up. Dwayne Wade's 36 going on. Derrick Rose has plenty of knee injuries, as you know. Barring health, if they're all healthy going into the postseason, I still think they get to the finals. Honestly, it's gonna be us versus them, Eastern Conference Finals. I have no doubts about that. But if they're all healthy, I just think their depth and just the fact they've all played together. They have Kevin Love, all those people that's still there. Tristan Thompson, JR, Shump, Fry. They have all Korver. They're so deep. It's just I don't see yet how. We're gonna challenge them, but their depth will take them where they have to go.
So
they're built for that.
I've thought about this a lot. And one, the Celtics have a pretty young bench, so we have to really think about this. But other than LeBron James, take LeBron out of that team. Does anything on that team legitimately impress you?
No, yeah, I like Kevin Love. I like Kevin Love a lot. I think IT on that team is very dangerous now because now you give the guy that, played for you when his sister died and brought you to the Eastern Conference Finals, you basically put a chip on his shoulder. And he's already said, I'm not going to speak to Danny Ainge anymore. You gave him the motivation to play. So I'm very excited to see how he does when his hip is fully healed. And they're going to be dangerous. So, LeBron's it's LeBron.
Well, yeah, that's
LeBron.
a given. That's aside from him. My thing is, I don't know how Isaiah Thomas will be used there. That's the thing. And I have no doubts LeBron's going to make it easier for him. But at the same time, Brad Stevens' system is what let him do what he did.
Does.
So I think it remains to be seen how he fits in, how his hip responds. Yeah, is he going to be that same quickness? I think there's a lot we have to see when he comes back on the court.
Barring health. Questions.
I don't know if this team can stay healthy.
That's
the
barring
thing.
Health.
I don't have any faith in Dwayne Wade's knees. Stay healthy. Derrick Rose is going to tear something. Because I think he partially tore a meniscus last year or something. Something is, and I really wouldn't wish it upon anybody because these are fun guys to watch.
Of course.
But I don't know if this team can stay healthy. They're old. They're the oldest team in the league, I'm pretty sure.
One of them.
And their average age is 30.
Wow.
So I don't know. And J.R. Smith is unhappy because he got moved to the bench.
Is that right?
There are reports he's very unhappy.
Oh, swish.
So, because he's Dwayne Wade came in here and just took my job. So he's not happy. I think it remains to be seen. There's a lot of intangibles with this
Absolutely.
team. Chemistry, injuries, what's going to happen? They're a big question mark.
I know.
They're still very good, though. They're going to be, if not in the finals,
it's
right there.
Right there. Just on paper, I can't. On
yes.
paper, and just the fact Braun's been there. Oh, how many times? 7 times now in a row? 7, right? I can't bet against him yet.
Yeah. No,
it's been remaining to be seen.
No, I won't bet against him. I just need to see how his teammates hold up.
Absolutely.
Because I know everyone's like, oh, so they replaced Kyrie with Derrick Rose and Isaiah Thomas. It's not that much of a downgrade, but it might be. It might.
That's the point.
That's the thing. I don't think they understood. And there are a lot of Cleveland fans who are like, oh, Kyrie was just a ball hog. That's why he's talking about ball movement in Boston. But Kyrie Irving had come out and said, I did whatever they asked me to do there, which was score.
Exactly.
LeBron was the distributor when he was there, let's be real. He was the guy passing and assisting and stuff most of the time.
They don't win that championship without Kyrie.
They don't.
I have to admit that. They don't win that ship without Kyrie Irving.
He is clutch.
So
he's the clutch guy.
We're going to find out if everything they got can fill that void. I think it'll get them there, but it won't be for too long. If it's for this year, we don't get there, next year you'll see us. You know what I mean? We're there.
And I think it depends what they do with that pick. I don't know if they're going to keep it. I don't know if they're going to try to trade it.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
I don't know.
Is Braun gonna stay there? Still, you know?
I don't know. I don't think he'll go to the Lakers.
No. I mean,
I think
granted,
that's too young of
granted, he has what he has now, so he has more of an incentive to stay there.
What if he went to Oklahoma City?
First of all,
That's silly.
Speaking of them, I like them a lot.
Paul George, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony. I don't know if they have a bench. I don't really know what goes on there. But that's a nice 3.
Oh, yeah.
And if they can figure out how to play together, they're going to be fun. I'm excited to watch
The NBA shook up, so I'm really excited for this year.
Excited.
You know, Russell Westbrook, Melo, Paul George. Oh, it's going to be good, man.
It's going to be silly.
It's
silly.
Yeah.
Who else we got? Chris Paul went to Houston.
I like that.
They need a third. They're missing a piece. They don't have that third guy. I don't. They have 2 really good guards in Harden and Paul, but I think they need like a really good
third piece.
Wing or big man, or they need something.
Yeah, like they're solid. That's just what they've always been. So they got Ariza, you know, they got Ryan Anderson, they got Capella, you know, they have Eric Gordon off the bench. They're solid, but just the way the West is right now, I don't know. I just don't see them. First of all, again, don't get me wrong. I think Harden could easily be the MVP this year. You see what he did in the preseason? He's already dropped, I think, what was it, like 36 on the Knicks or 40?
Something,
No,
yeah.
They're out for blood. And I think with Chris Paul, you know, it's a refresher for him. No matter what, he's not on the Clippers anymore. It's a fresh start for him. So I'm not going to rule them out yet. But just with all the moves going on, I don't know if they're going to make it past the Warriors. I don't know if anyone's going to make it past the Warriors, to be 100%.
My whole thing is any team in this league is one injury away from being beatable.
A different team. Absolutely.
Beatable. And it's same with the Warriors. If Kevin Durant, you know, I hope this won't happen, but if he does go down and he has some type of season-ending injury, that's a more beatable team. That's a team that may not make it to the finals without a Kevin Durant.
And that's again, that's even still tough for me to say because they won without him. You know what I mean?
I just think it depends.
It's different.
On the other team.
It's different because their team they gave up a little bit to get him. So if he did get hurt, honestly, I can't. I still can't bet against Steph, Clay, and Draymond. Just that core, they know how to get it done. You know, it's Steph. That's my dude. That's my guy. That's my guy.
I love Curry.
So you know, this is all foreseen injuries and stuff, but they've played together the most out of everyone in the West. All the teams are different now. So we're talking just, you know, at least chemistry. The Warriors are still the team to beat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
You know
They've been together. They know what they're doing. They have a good system. Great coach. I love their coach.
Again,
Steve Kerr.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of this stuff, that's why we play.
That's why
they play the games. Because
and that's why we watch.
On paper, they all look really unbeatable or really good or this or that, and then they just flop or they're not what people thought they would be. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. The East is going to be brutal only because it's so non-star studded. Like, there's no one left.
It's not that deep anymore.
It's not. So it's the Wizards, the Celtics, the Cavs, maybe the Raptors.
Always include Toronto.
Toronto's kind of like that solid,
but then you know they don't have enough to make it far, unfortunately. I love DeRozan, love Lowry. But you know they're not going to make it very far. I like Ibaka too, but they're not
They're not. They're
not there
missing
yet.
stuff.
They're not there yet. I love the Wizards too. John Wall, always a great player. Again, I don't think they're ever going to have enough until they figure out what they're going to do over there. You know, the Cavs and the Celtics, they made the moves necessary to cement them in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, they have enough. Any other teams in there? I like Philly. I like
Philly.
They're young talent.
Philly is the biggest question mark in the league.
Oh, I know. You have no idea.
So, did you see Markelle Fultz the other night in his free throw shooting? So he has a shoulder injury, so he's out there shooting free throws like he's starting up here.
Really?
But if he has a shoulder injury, he probably shouldn't be playing in the preseason. You know? So, Danny Ainge had a lot of questions about Fultz. Which is why he didn't draft him, and he had a lot of health questions, explosiveness questions. Fultz has a history of like knee problems and things like that. So I think that really played into his decision to trade that pick.
We know what the East Coast is. It's the West. I have no idea.
It's going to be fun.
There's San Antonio, there's Golden State, there's
Oklahoma
City, Houston, Minnesota reloaded.
Oh, man, Minnesota.
I'm telling you, this year.
Minnesota's got to make playoffs.
This year is different, man. Yeah. It's different, you know.
But, okay, so, final take. How far are the Celtics going to go this year?
Eastern Conference Finals, I think we're the number 1 seed in the East because Cleveland got a lot of injuries. I just think the way we play, we're going to get number 1 seed again. I just think LeBron needs to go back to the finals. That's what he plays for. So I think we make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, losing 7 to Cleveland. But then we figure it out, and I think next year is our time. Or, you know what I mean? Our window.
With a more mature bench.
With a more mature bench, more mature players, that's when we proceed to go in the next phase of Danny's plan. 'Cause this is a plan that LeBron has to get older. These dudes have to get older. There has to be a new changing of the guard. I like how we're in position to be next. I just don't know if we're now. I could be wrong. Kyrie could take us right to the promised land. I'm not saying we can't. But I'm going to cap my expectations at the Eastern Conference Finals again. But we're going to show people that we're right there. Like, we're right there.
All right, so I won't cap my expectations. We're going to the finals. That's it. Someone has to not cap their expectations. I'm so excited for this team. Oh, yeah. I'm so pumped. Like, I will sit at home, and they open the season on a back-to-back. So they open Tuesday night in Cleveland. They come home opener against Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is...
I just play. I love you.
I love Giannis is going to be a beast. That dude is going to be something. And that's going to be a good game. You know, the Celtics, don't be disappointed if, they take some time to really figure it out in the regular season. But from what I've seen from the starters, I have nothing but total faith in them to really carry this team until the bench figures it out.
I got you.
Marcus Smart is that bench leader, and he's going to help those guys come together. Thank you all for joining us for episode 3 of Center Court. We'll be back soon with hopefully regular season Celtics basketball action going on.
Oh, yeah.
And, we'll get some more Kyrie Irving talk, more Gordon Hayward.
Oh, yeah.
And good luck, Celtics.
Good luck, C's. We love y'all, man. Good season.
You gon' be a lion or you gon' be prey? Hunting for the title, I'ma be the predator. Doing what I gotta do, beating every competitor. I am so raw, excuse me, pardon. Rocking to the top, Dwight Howard, James Harden. So I'm ballin', like I'm Jim Jones.